In today's video, I'm going to walk you through step by step how to create converting and profitable TikTok ad campaigns for your dropshipping products. Now, basically, we are going to go over everything in detail that you will need to know, so make sure to actually watch till the end. First of all, it is really important to understand that the whole TikTok ads thing right here is going to be based off 3 pillars. First of all, it is really important that you guys do have a winning product. I've made several videos going over how to find winning products, and if you need help with that, you can watch one of those. We are not going to cover this in this video. However, the second pillar would actually be converting ad creatives. Now, once you have the product that you want to dropship, you will have to get good looking and converting ad creatives, so basically videos of your product. Now, the platform that I use for this is going to be Viral E-commerce, but more on that later on. And then thirdly, you will actually also have a growth strategy, and you will have to understand how TikTok ads actually work, how to scale up, and so on. And once again, we are going to cover this in this video, so let's actually get started. So first of all, you will have to head over to TikTok for Business. I will also leave you a link for this down below, and then make sure to just create yourself a TikTok account. This is going to be super straightforward. Just put in your email as well as password. Then you will have to just put in your industry, business name, as well as mobile phone number and company website. And once you've successfully created your account, the dashboard is going to look something like this. Now, we aren't actually going to continue here right now, because let me actually first of all show you how to connect your Shopify account and your Shopify store onto TikTok. This is super useful for actually setting up conversion tracking and so on. So to do so, head over to Shopify. Of course, if you don't already have a Shopify store, I will also leave you a link for that down below. And then make sure to right here on the top just look up TikTok and then select search TikTok in the Shopify App Store. And now we are going to have all of the different options out there. I would recommend you to just go with the official TikTok app right here, as you can see. So just make sure to install this. And now we can actually set up our TikTok pixel. So this would be the exact line of code that is going to track everything. To do so, just click on Setup Now. And then connect your TikTok for Business account. Now we've already created this, so make sure to just log in with the correct details. Then you can connect your TikTok's Ads Manager, so just click on Connect right here, and now this should actually be connected. As you can see, it just took 1 second to do this. And then we will have to select data sharing, so we are going to have 3 different options: standard, enhanced, and maximum. I would actually recommend you to just use maximum right here, because like this, basically TikTok is going to have all of the data that they need to set up everything. So I'm just going to go with that. You can see that right now the TikTok pixel actually already has been created. So I'm then just going to confirm this. And now this is going to basically take a couple of seconds. And now we can actually finish the setup. So as you can see now, our account ad is under review. This normally takes up to 24 hours. However, no worries, we can just start right away with setting everything up. So to do so, head over to the TikTok Ads Manager, which we have just created beforehand. And as you can see, now we can basically get started by creating our first ad. Now, before we are going to do that, it is really important that you guys understand the overall TikTok ad structure of your TikTok account. So first of all, we do have a campaign. The campaign would be the thing that we are going to set up right here. This would just be the broad overview of what your actual goal is with your whole TikTok ad strategy essentially. So this could be, for example, getting traffic onto your store, video views. However, in our case, this would actually be website conversions, because our goal would be driving revenue and driving sales onto our store. Then additionally, under that, this kind of works as a hierarchy, we do have different kind of ad groups. Now, these ad groups, generally speaking, are just different kind of ways of actually promoting and of actually achieving your campaign goal. So most of the time on TikTok, you are going to see an approach where you are going to use different ad groups to basically test out different kind of hooks, different kind of call to actions, and so on. And you can then actually compare all of these ad groups to see which of the ad groups actually are converting the best. And then you can actually scale these up so that you are going to make more profit. And once again, inside the ad group, you are then going to have different kind of ad creatives. Now actually this is one of the most important parts, because having a good ad creative is going to make or break your whole success when it comes to TikTok ads. Now the tool that I like to use for this is Viral E-commerce. Viral E-commerce basically is the #1 dropshipping based video ad platform out there, and they basically do a great job when it comes to creating video ads really fast, and these video ads, generally speaking, are great for actually testing out your product. So you can actually use these, let me actually show you this, video ad packages. So you can actually, for example, use this TikTok ad split testing package right here to test out your product, and you are then right away going to have 3 different ad variations of your exact product and of your exact ad creative, which in my opinion is just a great feature, because by using this you are just going to have way more data, and you are just going to, because by using this you can right away see if a product is a winning product, and you can right away kind of maximize your profits. Now, additionally, Viral E-commerce does also have unlimited revisions, and they do have a delivery time within 1 to 3 business days, which also is pretty mind-blowing. And their ad creatives are proven to convert, and that's also the reason why for this video we are going to go for ad creatives from Viral E-commerce. And by the way, if you guys do want to get your ad creatives of Viral E-commerce, you can use my code Krause to actually save an additional 15% off all of your purchases. So let's actually now continue with setting up our TikTok Ads Manager right here. So in this case, we are going to aim for website conversions, and we can then basically set the campaign type right here. Now basically, if you are going to enable smart performance campaign, this is just going to mean that TikTok is going to spread your budget on a campaign level. So it is then going to be basically smartly spread across your different kind of ad groups. However, if you are going to actually leave this turned off, you can just then later on set the budgets for each of the ad groups. Now, generally speaking, I like to basically turn this on, and most of the time it's actually smart to give TikTok as much power as possible, as these guys actually do know what they're doing, and they do have some pretty smart algorithms in place which are going to automate most of the processes. So then we can actually also set a campaign name. In this case, I'm just going to name this tutorial 1, as I'm just going to build this up for my tutorial store. So let's now actually continue, and now we will have to actually go ahead and put in the optimization location. So right here we will then have to simply just select the TikTok pixel which we've just created beforehand, and then as for the optimization event, this is really important, this is going to be complete payment, and like this you are then later on going to see all of the different datas, and you are going to see basically where your sales come from. Now additionally, you can just use, or you can actually also use the TikTok instant page thing right here, which I personally don't use. I think it's something like TikTok Shop. Either way, for Shopify you don't need this. And then right here, please make sure to select basically make sure to select the advanced settings, and then make sure to unselect video download, because this will just make it easier for people to steal your ads. Additionally, you can just allow video sharing, because this will basically allow you to kind of make free sales, because if someone who sees your ad is then going to share your ad with their friends, and one of those friends is going to buy something of you, this is just free money essentially. So I would recommend you to leave this turned on. So in this case, I'm just going to change the location from right here to United Kingdom. Now this is obviously going to be automatically updated depending on where you are going to create your TikTok ads account from. So as for the languages, I'm just going to change this. I'm actually going to change this to right here, languages, all, and then we are just going to select English, and like this only English, basically only people who speak English are going to be targeted. And then as for the budget, schedule and bidding, my personal budget is going to be 100 euros per day. This is just, in my opinion, the sweet spot where you get enough data to actually then later on easily scale up everything, and you aren't going to burn a lot of money in the beginning. Obviously, if you are going to start with 300 euros, for example, you are going to get more data. However, sometimes it isn't smart, because you are going to waste a lot of money. Now, I'm going to go for 100 euros. We can then actually schedule our ad, or we can actually also select day parting. So this is just going to allow us to select a specific time for actually our ad to show up. And in this case, I'm just going to select all day because I don't really care when someone is actually going to buy something off me. And then as for the bid strategy, you can just leave this at the default. You don't really have to mess around with this. Alright, so let's now actually get started with the ads generation process. This is really important. So as already mentioned, basically we are going to use ads from viral e-commerce for this. Let me just preview one of these.
Got irritated skin? The Ice Cube Mold Facial Massager is here to help. Just fill, freeze, and roll for instant soothing relief. It's great for calming redness and perfect for sensitive skin. This simple tool can make a huge difference. Don't wait. Get yours today before they're all gone.
So as you can see, this is basically great to actually test out your product and to actually see if you guys do have a winning product, and also the quality is going to be way better once you've actually downloaded it. So in my case, I'm just going to get started off with this ad right here, and I'm going to download it. Of course, as I actually went for the TikTok split testing package right here, we are going to have 3 different TikTok ad variations, and I will show you how to set this up in just a minute. Also, if you guys do want to get anything changed on your ad, you can easily do so because viral e-commerce is going to offer you guys unlimited revisions. So let's now actually head back to our TikTok ads manager, and I'm now just simply going to upload my video right here. I like to manually upload it. I'm just going to put it in, and now make sure to actually upload it. And then you can actually select if you do want to basically post these ads on your real TikTok account. So this is great if you already have an organically grown TikTok account about your brand. In my case, I'm not going to do this. I'm rather going to set a custom identity, and then I'm then just going to name this Beauty Eyes. I don't know. Obviously, this should be the name of your store. So in this case, we can then actually also upload a logo, but I'm not going to do that as this would just be an example. So let me actually create this, and now we do have our custom identity set up. Once again, I would recommend you to actually customize this on your own. So right here we are then going to see a preview of our video of our TikTok ad, and we can then actually add text onto this. So we can actually also use the smart text feature right here. This would just be AI, and this is then going to automatically generate a text based on your actual shop. Now in my case, I'm just going to name this Shop the Beauty Eyes to get no acne. Let's see, no acne. Results within 7 days. Now, obviously, I'm not going to go in depth into this right now because you guys will actually have to create and customize this depending on your own product. But this is just basic copywriting right here. Make sure to display a certain incentivize on why people should buy your product, and then you're good to go. As for the call to action, make sure to customize this, and then we will just have to edit this standard. And I like to just keep this at shop now. In my opinion, this works the best. And if you are going to leave this at dynamic, this could, for example, show something like play game, which doesn't really make sense. So I'm just going to add this, and now we will have to set the we will have to set the destination of our ad. So in my case, I'm just going to open up my Shopify store. I'm then going to open up my example product right here, and now we will just have to copy the link from above, and now we will have to add this onto this right here. Then we can actually also put in third-party tracking if we do want to. In my case, I don't really want to do this, so I'm just going to publish this right now. Alright, and as you can see, now we've created our first ad right here. What we need to do, we now need to copy this, and then we will have to just go through this. The settings are going to be exactly the same, so this is going to work perfectly fine. And now we will actually have to, right here, change the video of this. So in this case, I'm just going to delete this, and I'm going to go for the second TikTok split testing right here. So I'm just going to go for this video right here, going to download it, and now we can actually upload it. And now this is going to show our other TikTok split testing video right here, which is going
to
be
with puffy
something like this. Now actually we can now just publish this once this got uploaded. And once we are going to publish this right here, as you can see, this is going to take a couple of seconds. And now this got created, and now we are going to see this in our campaign right here. Now we would have to actually continue doing this with our third TikTok split testing video right here, and then we are basically set for now. Let me now actually go over how to scale later on and what you will have to do once you have some data. So basically there are two types of scaling. First of all, we do have vertical scaling. This would just be to increase the actual budget for your basically for your ad campaign. And this is just going to try to kind of maximize the performance. You can see this right here on the right. This would just be a steady growth where you kind of try to find the best, basically the most amount of money that you can spend on your ad with still getting enough conversions to actually make it profitable. Horizontal scaling, on the other hand, is just increasing the numbers of the total ad campaigns, and the goal of this is basically to reach a broader audience and to kind of get new customers onto your store. So if you do want to vertical scale, you would just have to basically right here up the budget of your campaign. And then if you would want to actually vertically scale, you would have to actually create new ad groups, and you would actually have to change the titles, change the call to actions and so on to basically kind of try to reach a new audience.